In this video, I'll be showing you how I paint the Go Aquila on Ragnar Blackmane.
That the entirety of the cosmos is accessible through each and every individual's mind, connecting to the great mind, the great spirit.
Welcome back to the channel, collectors. So this video is part of a greater series where I go through component by component how I paint Ragnar Blackmane. In this video, I'll be focusing on how I paint the Go Aquila on this miniature. I'll be using a stippling technique, and I'm using this stencil brush, which is very different from how I usually paint. I find this technique really fast and really efficient, and it creates very interesting textures, and I really like it. So if you're ready, let us begin. Alright. So today we are working on the Go Aquila, which Ragnar Blackmane is jumping from. Right now I'm just creating a sort of like a base coat. So this base coat I'm using Rhinox hide mixed in with a little bit of orange brown to create the initial highlight. This is slightly different from the shoulder because what you're trying to do is you're trying to create very rough mottled texture. And I'm trying to create this rough mottled texture to ensure that the Go Aquila does not look as shiny as the Go pieces on Ragnar Blackmane. Okay, so today we will only be focusing on the base. So most important for this stage, for larger surfaces, what you're trying to do is you're trying to have an area of a faded broken line. And the next layer that you stipple on, although it might be the same color, is just where the faded broken line ends, as you guys can see. So what I'm doing is gradually I'm adding more orange brown from Vallejo model color towards the bottom of the base, because I find that that is the area where light will collect the most for this Golden Aquila. Why is that so? Because Ragnar Blackmane is jumping off the top of it, and Ragnar Blackmane does cast his own shadow just by being near the Golden Aquila. So the concept for this is ambient occlusion. If you want to check out ambient occlusion, you can always just Google that out, and you can find out how ambient occlusion is used in miniature painting. Alright, so gradually I'm adding more orange brown, and eventually at this stage, as you guys can see, the stippling pattern is slightly different now. Previously I stippled directly to the model in a in and out fashion. Right now it's slightly in an up and down fashion so that I can catch the raised edges of this model to start showcasing the individual forms of this Golden Aquila, which Ragnar Blackmane is jumping from. Alright. So mixing in a little bit of German Camo Beige right here. I'm gonna be stippling in some German Camo Beige, again focusing more towards the bottom of the base. So what you guys can see is that I'm trying to create a parallel light beam, which is mirroring what is happened on Ragnar Blackmane. You want to make sure that the entire mini diorama is coherent, and coherency is something that I cannot stress more upon. Okay, so this is one of the new brushes that I'm trying out. This brush is really small, and apologize for not being able to see the diorama at this angle. But what I'm doing right here is I'm focusing more of the highlights towards the beams of light which I described just now. So right now this little brush is using a little bit of sea green, Vallejo model sea green, mixed in with the previous So, what do you think about this tutorial? In the next video tutorial, we'll be covering how I painted the wolf pelts for Ragnar Blackmane. This wolf pelt technique is really fast and very efficient, and it will really allow you to finish this miniature in no time for tabletop. So if you found this video useful, please head on to our Patreon and become a patron today. Patrons get early access, and for this video series, the exclusive video would be how I painted Ragnar Blackmane's face. Alright, in this Patreon video, I go really into depth of how I painted the face to create this very realistic looking Ragnar Blackmane face. However, if you can't become a patron, that's okay too. I really appreciate you watching to the end. However, if you could, please like, subscribe and all the other stuff because it really helps the channel grow. I look forward to see you in the next video where I'm going to be painting the wolf pelts from Ragnar Blackmane. Alright, see you.